Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Jerick McKinnon to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. They'll get this to the 24, and it's second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
It makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, the Rams at 2-6 now on the year. Hey, Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And some room to work.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Play fake. Mayfield. Got a man. It's Higbee complete. Touchdown. Tyler Higbee. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray.
Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. The Rams and Cardinals, they met 3 times a season ago. They each won in the other's building in the regular season. The Cardinals 37-20 in Week 4, and the Rams in Week 14 on Monday night would win it 30-23. And then, of course, they would also meet in the first ever Monday Night Wild Card game, the final game of the first Super Wild Card weekend. And the Rams kicked off their title run with a 34-11 win at SoFi.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well, so that back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Going right back to Akers.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
His 7th touchdown on the ground and 9th overall. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Gate is up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
And some space here.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. To throw is Murray. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Hopkins a man in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill.
Taken from just outside the 30. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. The 20. 5, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
And Jonathan Garibay out for the PAT.
And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Rams 14, Cardinals 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And so he's got a man, complete. 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 77 yards.
They'll run here with Akers.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Brought down to the 3-goal line. A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Mayfield to throw it. Being chased out left. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Tutu Atwell
there to make the grab.
And the Rams have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point by Gate is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. The punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're open.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by David Long. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake, but I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Chain, 2nd and 12.
To throw, Mayfield.
To the right side and complete to Atwell. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Mayfield off the play fake. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd down. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
Now Mayfield. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Mayfield looks to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
And I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Gay's kick is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Murray's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Murray now on 1st down. He's going to look deep for more. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
What party they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here again is McKinnon. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins.
And he's going to have a Rams first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer. Well done from a safety to come up there at the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle, too.
Yeah, he actually played into his position, didn't he? He's a strong safety. That means being near the line of scrimmage, cleaning up the run game, almost an extra linebacker, and he relishes the opportunities to put a big hit on a runner.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Mayfield down.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Cardinals are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Murray.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Murray now. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the gun, Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Murray flips this forward on a jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Rondale Moore.
36 yards.
And the Cardinals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
The kick is good.
Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And the lead down to 10, 24-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going up top for Cup. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mayfield.
That's caught. It's 2-2 Atwell.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. That is caught at the 7. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This an easy one, 23-yarder. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that
and that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
Running on first down, Eckler.
He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Murray. Able to get this one to McBride. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Murray going to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. Only a yard of the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Here's Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Cardinals are back within a score. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead will shrink to 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Play fake. Mayfield. Got a man. It's Higbee complete. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Run.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mayfield. Open man is Atwell, complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Man open is Robinson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 14.
It's a gain of 48 yards. And the Rams first down.
A give up the middle to Akers. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Mayfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Gay's kick is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So 3 points in response there to that opening touchdown in the third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
He'll hand off here to Eckler.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll send Brown in motion right. From the 31, Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A Cardinal 1st down, Murray to Hopkins. They'll set up to throw. This is caught at the 20. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And the Rams are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Following the interception, Mayfield.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
77 yards on the ground for him so far.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jordan Poyer.
And the Cards are right back in this football game. two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's complete to Hopkins. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Come on.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd and a couple, Murray. This will be caught by Brown. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw is Murray. This will be caught once again by Brown. They'll get him to the ground at the 20, following a pickup of 4. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Austin Eckler. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
He's got Mason complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Play action. Now it's Murray. And this one is incomplete.
What thing you have to see out of a rookie tight end is real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get this to Eckler. And they snap him short of the first, as he can only get to the 20.
Jonathan Garibay out there now, and this is a big pressure spot.
This for a 4th-quarter lead.
Garibay's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock, in a tight 1-point game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
And even 100 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Mayfield to throw.
It's Cup. He's got it.
And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Rams, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Mayfield.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now Murray. Flushed out right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a one-point victory. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Arizona, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2.
Come on, get it together.